All right, BlakGooseTV family, I got some breaking news for y'all because no other boxing channels is talking about this. And if they are talking about it, shit, they ain't talking about it like I'm talking about it. For real though, once again, salute positivity y'all way. But Joe Joyce versus Joseph Parker is a possibility for this year. Now, why am I saying this with such enthusiasm? Why am I saying this with so much energy? Because that's a fire ass fight. Like, I did not know the next move for Joe Joyce because I felt like he was in a very a weird position for his career because he is such a high risk fight for most heavyweights and a low reward, especially if we're talking about guys who are trying to make the most money and trying to make something when it comes to their legacy. So it almost seems as if Joe Joyce was in a position where it's like he always has to fight the up and comer, fight the next, the kind of be a gatekeeper without even putting himself in a position to be a gatekeeper. What I mean by that, most gatekeepers, have multiple chances at the title, lost it, maybe won it one time, but just wasn't the same. But we understand, the level that they're at. It's not good enough to be, a championship fighter, but this level is above these guys who think that they can be a championship fighter. So it's almost like Joe Joyce was being forced into a gatekeeper position because a lot of these top heavyweights did not want to take the chance and fight Joe. Now, obviously with Anthony Joshua and Usyk, happening, they're just looking for, I think the date is confirmed for the most part. They're just looking for a venue. Joseph Parker versus AJ is not going to happen any type of way. Now, obviously, I was already skeptical about the possibility of that because I said, why would AJ take on Joe Joyce with the possibility of Usyk looming? Like, that's just too high of a risk. So, of course, your boy was right. Whole lot of talk, whole lot of smoke, but nothing's going to come from it. It is what it is. That's boxing, right? But I was interested, like, what's next for Joe Joyce? Who does he fight next? Obviously, I was like, maybe Luis Ortiz, but Luis Ortiz, obviously, we see he's in talks with Eddie Ruiz. That's a different promotional company, so it makes it hard. So if you're looking at Joe Joyce from the outside looking in and who his possibilities are, there's really nobody out there. So to hear that that Joe Joyce versus Joseph Parker is not only in talks, but there's a big chance that the fight is actually going to happen, surprised the shit out of me. And I just want to applaud, first and foremost. I want to applaud. Y'all hear me applauding? I want to applaud Joseph Parker because Joseph Parker doesn't have to take this fight. You want to know why Joseph Parker doesn't have to take this fight? Because Joseph Parker has more clout than Joe Joyce. Joseph Parker can get a certain fight that will pay him really good money and maybe not mean nothing in a sense, or maybe even take an L over and not have to face Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce really doesn't do anything for Joseph Parker's career. If Parker beats Joe Joyce, it does the same amount for his career as him beating Derek Chisora. It doesn't do anything other than put a little bit more money in his pocket, keep him relevant, and keep him moving and grooving. So I do respect Parker if he is considering his fight, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a hard-ass fight for him. Parker's more fundamentally sound. He's more agile. He moves, understands the ring better, ring control, all that good stuff. But I'm telling you right now, the power behind Joyce, the consistency, the ongoing, this pressure from Joyce and his big motherfucking body and that nasty jab, that's going to be hard for anyone to handle at heavyweight. So, I don't do nothing but applaud Joseph Parker when it comes to this because, it's not Joe Joyce who has to make the fight. It's Joseph Parker who has to agree to it because Parker has to be like, okay, yeah, it makes sense because Parker does not need this fight. He doesn't have to take this fight. Parker can fight Joe Schmo and probably make the same amount of money he's going to make for Joe Joyce. So let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty. I told y'all none of these are really necessary for me to get into the nitty gritty, but I just kind of want to see a little bit of the details myself because I haven't read any of these articles. So there's some progress being made with both sides, hoping to reach an agreement. It's a massive fight. We're still negotiating. It's not finalized yet, but good progress is being made. It's the biggest fight outside the top four guys. It's the biggest fight on the heavyweight scene, said Al Morali of SJAM Management, who guides the career of Joyce. We hope we can land it, and we hope we can land in the UK for the UK fight fans to watch Joe Joyce continue his ascent to the top of the division. So they're in talks. They're getting close. They're hoping it makes it happen. I also saw something where Joseph Parker, he also acknowledged the fact that this fight is in negotiation. He's agreed, to the fact that he does want to face Joe Joyce. It just has to have the right stipulations, venue, money, all that good stuff. But with all that being said, all that being put out there, what do you guys think about this potential heavyweight matchup, man? I think this is a fire-ass matchup if it actually happens. I think it all comes down to Joseph Parker's agreeing to whatever negotiations are being made, because I'm pretty sure Parker feels like he's the A side and he should feel that way. So obviously the split, the money and everything should favor Parker, which also is going to be on Joe Joyce's team to be like, okay, we understand Joe Joyce, he's the B side. So we have to be willing to let him, make the majority of what he wants to make because it is Joseph Parker. If they can get all that ironed out, you know what I'm saying? They go from a wrinkled ass t-shirt to a smooth ass t-shirt after putting the iron down on that thing, letting the steam hit it. And we have a Joe Joyce, Joseph Parker fight before the end of this year. This would be absolutely fire in my opinion. That's my opinion, okay? Once again, I don't make these videos for my opinion. I make these videos for y'all opinion, Black Goose family. So drop that joint below. What do you think about this fight right here? Oh, you see, I'm pointing at myself. Oh, what do you think about this fight right here? Do you think this shit is fire? Are you excited for it? Are you hoping it gets made? Do you think it's going to be a close fight? Or are you like, I really don't care? Let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Y'all see I'm pointing down below. Drop it in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not, part of the Black Goose family. Notification gang. Comment.